Kathleen and I and the rest of the team here at NLP Seminars Group International, I would like to welcome you all. I'm John, for those of you who I have not met yet. And I'm not going to take up much of your time here this morning first, because I want to turn this right over to my very favorite guy in the world. Would you please welcome Dr. Richard Bandler.
Well, thanks a lot, John. Good morning. We'd like to welcome you to Orlando if you're not from Orlando already. We've been doing this now for 5 years here, and it's a good place to do seminars. Next 3 days, I want to give you a little preview of coming attractions. Somebody asked me in the lobby last night, they said, what exactly is this course about? And I pointed out to them that they had already signed up for the course. So at this point, it really didn't make a difference. And if they knew what the course was about, they probably wouldn't need to come. That, to me, I've, for almost 30 years now, been studying the art of persuasion and changing beliefs and changing thought patterns. Everything from studying good salespeople to studying shaman, to studying hypnotherapists like Milton H. Erickson and insurance salesmen like Ben Feldman. Guy sells $6 million worth of insurance face-to-face every year. He did it for like 10, 15 years. And we found that when people are really good at convincing, changing beliefs inside of people, that they share certain things in common. In fact, successful people seem to share certain things in common. For one thing, they're able to motivate themselves easily. And they're self-starters, they're people that have the ability to take the things that go on inside of their mind and to be able to charge themselves up. But no matter how charged they are, if they can only communicate with a certain percentage of the population, the only way they can increase their income and their successful contact with human beings is to work more hours, to see more people. So what we're really after here is being able to increase the number of people that you can effectively communicate with. Because I know that you people come from lots of different professions, that there are people here that are salesmen and people that are managers and people that run businesses, and I'm sure there's some psychotherapists hidden out here. They sneak in every seminar I do. I could do one on how tires work, and I'm sure there'd be therapists in it. I did a sales course once in San Francisco, and somebody raised their hand and they said, can you explain to me how you work with insomniacs? And I said, what the hell does that have to do with sales? And they said, well, I'm a psychiatrist. And I said, well, next week I'm doing a course on hypnotherapy, and last week I did one on personal change. And he said, oh, but those didn't fit into my schedule. However, the brochure was so tempting he couldn't pass it up. He said, I really want to know about this, but I can't go to what's relevant. Now, some years ago, I did it. You'd be surprised. Being a psychiatrist is a dangerous profession. You listen to too many crazy people. Take it from me, I know. Somebody once asked me in an audience, they said to me, when you go into a mental hospital and you've worked with these really severely crazy people, you know, what do psychiatrists think about it? And I said, well, those are the psychiatrists, as far as I can tell. See, it was amazing to me when I started out that there were two things that really stood out in my mind. One was the field of psychology had absolutely no technology whatsoever represented in any of the literature. That there wasn't anything that somebody could go into a therapist and be predictably walking out without. If they lacked confidence, there was no guarantee they would get confidence. Even the therapists who were successful people had no idea how they were doing it and had rules against knowing what they were doing. Now, you could get a degree, a PhD in psychology, but yet you couldn't get a degree in sales, the largest profession on the face of the earth, and there were more people that knew exactly what they were doing. I mean, some of them, like the first sales training course that I took was